I'm literally on vacation, and I said that when I got back from vacation, I was gonna record this video, but I'm gonna do it right now. I do feel called to do it. Plus, this is my second time recording this video, and so for some reason, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do it because the first one, I did a whole 24-minute video, y'all, and the sound was distorted. Like, you could see me just talking and you couldn't understand nothing I was saying. So I'm gonna make sure the voice sounds clear on this one. So I just have my frequency chart up in front of me. Hopefully I have enough space to put it in somewhere above here. I'll try to link it in the comments, but sometimes I'll be forgetting, child. But anyways, I want to talk to y'all about frequency. So, and I apologize for the background noise. Again, I'm on vacation. My children are visiting their family. But yeah. So, a lot of y'all, and I want you to understand that these messages are for chosen ones, and it's for whoever clicks on this video. And a lot of y'all don't know who I used to be, right? I used to be someone that was very soft around the edges, easily hurt. I did my light for everyone around me. I was a people pleaser. I didn't want to step on no toes. I would allow myself to go without, feel hurt, feel ashamed, just so I can let someone else feel better. And I ain't doing it no more. So, if you want to be talked to like this, it's not the place, because that was me energies ago. Okay, I'm just straight genuine. I'm just a straight shooter. Okay, I still love is my religion. Always, I'm still in my heart space, but I'm in my honest heart space. My throat chakra is no longer blocked, and let's do it. So a lot of y'all have negative energies and negative deities attached to y'all because of the frequency that you carry. Negative energies are attracted to low frequencies. And so if you see the chart in particular I'm using, the lowest frequency on this chart is shame, humiliation, and miserable. So you'll notice, and I'm just using this for example, trigger warning for anybody who had any negative experiences with this. But you see humiliation there, right? Let somebody get humiliated these days. Let it be somebody who happened to have a gun get humiliated. Let one of these students whose parents happen to have a gun be humiliated. That frequency, when you are humiliated and you allow yourself to feel shame or guilt, because it's down there too. Not only is your view of life miserable, your view of life is also evil. Like, you gotta think about it. Look at the chart. So you feel hopeless. You feel like life is hopeless. You feel like things are evil. You have an evil view of life, and you have a miserable view of life. So you'll see a lot of people who are school shooters. They went through humiliation. You'll see a lot of people who kind of snap and do a lot of type of crimes experience those low frequencies. A lot of people that commit crimes, you also will hear them say, I blacked out, or I don't know, something just came over me. Yeah, it was a negative energy. It was a negative deity. Now, I don't believe in the devil, but I do believe that when you're angry and you're stuck in those low frequencies, that those energies can use your body. And so I have one family member in particular who was in a state of like anger and guilt and shame and just miserable and for a long time. And I even voiced to another family member, because even back before I fully on did the spiritual plunge, I would get senses from people. Like, I could sense suicidal energy. I could sense jealous energy. I could sense negative energy. Can you please close the door, baby? What are you doing? I'm making a video. Sorry, it's my son. He was coming in. But what was I saying? But anyways, he felt a lot of anger, right? He was just always miserable. He was always talking about what this person didn't do, how this person wasn't this. And lo and behold, after some time, a negative energy took control of him. He was no longer who he was. We even had people that would be around him and like, that's not him. It's something else going on. Like, yeah, I know. And like now I really know. I really understand like how everything works. So yeah, it was something else in him. But at the same time, if negative energies can take a hold of you, you got to understand that if your frequency is so high, then you are protected. And that's how you protect yourself from negative energies and negative experiences. So, me personally, I don't allow my frequency to drop anything below love. Because love is my religion. I love everybody. Every morning I wake up, I forgive everyone in my heart. I'm not going to call you and tell you, but I forgive everyone in my heart because there's too much baggage to carry around. I make sure that I am always in my heart space. And I just always remind myself that love is my religion. A lot of us need to make sure that we are cleaning our energies daily, right? And so for me, that's Reiki. Whatever it is that you need to do to clear your energy daily, make sure you do that. Make sure you are clearing your space because those negative energy. It's a whole. It's a spiritual. It's a whole bunch going on in the background that you may not be aware of. That, you know what I'm saying? God is fighting on your behalf, you know? Just make sure you're cleansing yourself, cleansing your energy. Make sure you are maintaining a high frequency. I want to talk about you choosing yourself first, right? So when you choose yourself, when you choose yourself and you learn to love yourself, the whole world is going to when you choose yourself, you might be demonized for that, and I'm gonna show you what that looks like. You chose to love yourself, and so that means that what you used to put first before yourself or before God is no longer being put first. So now the first thing that person or those things are gonna do is try to demonize you and say you change, you're wrong, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. But you should definitely love yourself first. You should definitely put God first. And so what you might see happening is that you'll start to lose worldly pleasures and worldly desires. And that is basically a part of the plan. The thing is that you can't love nothing more than you love me. That's what God is saying. Like, you can't love this thing more than you love me, so this is why you gotta lose it. Or you love this thing more than you love me, so I'm gonna distance you from this or change the dynamics that you're experiencing with this. I hope that makes sense. For example, if you have any addictions, for example, food, you'll notice that some chosen ones, your taste buds start to change as you become more enlightened, as you meditate more, as you get closer to God. That's because you're getting rid of your worldly pleasures and worldly desires. For me, it was so many things, but I would share one in particular was makeup. At one point, I became that girly girl that didn't go nowhere without a full face of makeup until I thought about it and I saw it for what it was, an insecurity. Because why do I need to cover up God's beautiful creation? And for who? Status quo. And because society says this. Another thing that helped me let go of my locks, right? Because I had micro locks. And if you have micro locks, you kind of got to stick to a very strict schedule. I just retwisted my hair when we went on vacation. I had retwisted the back like 6 months ago, But overall, my hair ain't twisted in a whole year. And I'm cool with that. Like, I want a whole year. Like, what's up? I actually loved it like that. But I end up doing that because when I was a teacher, I taught middle school, particularly a majority African American campus, and I had students that literally wouldn't come to school because their edges were not done. Or I had girls that were in classroom literally in tears because someone talked about their edges. And so, like, once I stopped teaching, I was like, you know what? F my hair. Because I am not my hair. I had my NDIRE moment, I guess, if you want to call it that. Like, I stopped caring about, like, worldly things. I stopped I don't know. I just stopped having meaningless conversations and being around people who didn't bring the best out of me. Like, why am I here? Like, is her name Melissa Carson? What's that? I'll be over here. Oh, here. Because, like, why am I here? Like, I don't know. People just, I just be in my own little world. I just be doing my own little thing. And a lot of people are committed to misunderstanding chosen ones. And they see what we're doing as a choice instead of a calling. Like, yeah, I was called and I picked up the phone, but a lot of these feelings, a lot of these emotions, a lot of the ways I'm experiencing it's not my doing. It's something happening. It's something happening just universally where people are having these experiences and coming all over the world. How could we be choosing to all feel the same way? So I feel like when you become, and I hate this term, woke, when you become awakened to negative talk and like just all these things, people are annoyed by you for pushing positive talk. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to sit here and talk negative. I'm not going to sit here and listen to y'all talk about people. I'm not going to sit here and judge people. I don't want to hear about what bills you got due. I don't want to hear about your life being miserable. I don't care because I don't care to hear those type of things. I don't talk that way. And if you talk that way, I don't want to talk to you. And I don't talk to people in general, but if I do happen to go to the gym and overhear a conversation and they're talking about people, I tune them out or I walk away. Like, I have been on social media for over a year and ones that maybe 2. I don't know how long it's been. But, like, I don't even know what's going on until people, like, I overhear people talk about it, but it's just like, I just despise the vibrational conversations. And I realized that I don't care I don't care to talk to people. I don't care to be on the phone. I don't care. And I loved it. Like, it's the most freeing I ever felt. Like, right now, I feel like I've been fit. And I've also had my body good. Like, I'm speaking on mind, body, and soul, right? I've had my mind be right. I've had my body be right. But this is the first time where my mind, body, and soul are right. And they all aligned, right? I'm on vacation right now, so I ain't gonna lie. My routine has been a little bit, different. I did work out on one of my days on vacation, but I still, keep up my spiritual routine as far as like cleansing my energy, doing Reiki, self-healing and things of that sort. So I ain't fully gave up on my spiritual routine, but I know once I get back, I'm gonna hit even harder. But I've just been enjoying learning so much about myself, and I want y'all to also use those negative experiences to help you level up. That's something that I've learned how to do with negative energy or devil energy, whatever you want to call it. Use that as a way for you to go harder, because you gotta realize everything is a blessing or a lesson. If God letting it happen, then that's a test that you need to overcome. It's something in that you need to learn. So allow that test or that experience to be a learning experience and not a beat up experience. Like, oh, see, I knew who I am. Is like, no. Always level up and always, don't ever feel defeated. Always just return back to your heart space, return back to love, and ignore your reality. Become delusional if you must. Okay? So I kind of talked a little bit about frequency, kind of a little bit about negative attachment, negative energies, and then I kind of just, I stopped midway, and I just felt a blockage. So I had to pray and ask God to use me as a vessel to say what he needed me to say right now in this moment and not what I wanted me to say. So I hope that this information was healing for your soul. I hope that this was some information that you need to hear today. And I hope that I can continue to do these videos. Those of you that did check out my last video, and when I talk, I kind of look around if you guys are wondering. But that's me just allowing source to flow through me. But last time I did a video, I talked about my journey, right? I've been doing a lot of playing. I've been being very childlike by heart. And, I'm a 90s baby, so I talked about journey. So I want y'all to know I did give me a journey. And I do be sometimes be having to fight my kids over him. But, yes, it's my journey. And I play with him, make sure I sleep with him every night. And, yeah, so I'm really happy about receiving my journey. And I'm still on vacation, but when I get back from vacation, I'm gonna go a little bit harder on getting these messages out, because I do feel like there's more information for me to share. There's so much information I've gathered along my journey, and I do feel called to share this information. If you ever feel alone, and for some reason I particularly feel called to make a space for mothers, spiritual mothers who are going along the spiritual path. So if you are a mother going on a spiritual journey, if you are a woman in a marriage experiencing a spiritual awakening, and you feel lost, or you feel like you don't know what's going on, if you are a person on a spiritual journey and you feel called to cut your family off, or to cut everybody off that you've known, or to cut all your friends off, or to just go cold turkey and cut everybody off, I want you to also reach out to me. There's particular groups that I feel called to share and uplift, and please reach out to me if you have any questions. It can be as simple as, how did you do it? How did you do it? Or if you need support in this particular moment, guidance, whatever it is, please feel free to email me. If you don't know where to start when it comes to healing yourself, I have a whole free Reiki training posted on my page. And I did that because my goal is to raise the frequency of the planet. My goal is not finances. My goal is not money. My goal is, if you heal yourself and your mom, dad, your child, however many people heal themselves, that can reach so many others. And so my goal is to just raise the frequency of your household. And while I raise the frequency of your household will then raise the frequency of 10 other households. And those 10 other households will raise the frequency of 10 more. And so literally, I'm just on a mission. I'm on a mission to elevate the frequency of the earth. I'm on a mission to call out the BS and pay attention to what needs to be paid attention to, and ignore what needs to be ignored. All right. So I want y'all to have a fabulous day, night, evening, whatever time it is when you see this. I want you to Ava, close my door. I want you to stay away from. Can you close my door, please? I want you to stay away from anyone or anything that's evoking negative energy from you, whether it makes you feel anger. If someone is evoking anger out of you, stay away from them. If someone is convinced on misunderstanding you, stay away from them. If someone is trying to argue with you every chance they get, stay away from them. Cut out all the noise and become delusional if you must. But you got to make sure that you are maintaining your frequency at all costs, because it's real out here. And listen, it's not easy, but you can do it, and I believe in you, and I love you. I love you like God loves you. I love you like you love yourself. I love you like you're supposed to love yourself. Okay? Alright, so y'all, make sure you're doing the work. Make sure you're healing yourself. I love y'all. Have a great evening, night, morning, whatever time it is when you see this. Alright? Bye, guys.